What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bayou Geeks. I'm your host, Phatty316. And with me, as always, you know him, you love him.
Direct from out of the way.
On one. Maximus or G420. You threw me off. You got to remember to wait after I say your name.
Oh my God, bro. Oh man, what's good, baby?
Everything. Well, not the damn Saints. That's for damn sure.
Bro, this shirt I thought was gonna bring us good luck. It looked good, and then it's just Baker Mayfield, bro. Mayfield? Really? Baker Mayfield?
The secret is never to wear the shirt of the band you're going to see.
I didn't go see him. I was at home, bro.
It don't matter. You're supposed to wear the opposite.
No, I don't wear no opposite shit, bro. I wear Saints shit every game. Something Saints is gonna be on my body. I guarantee you. I got too many Saints shirts. I could wear a different one for weeks.
It's crazy. I didn't wear Saints shit much before I started work at the sports store. I wore it more during the sports store era. After, not so much. Back to the same old shit.
Yeah, I've always worn whatever team that I was into. But when I lived in like Orlando, I didn't wear Tampa stuff. I was like, no, I don't want a Tampa Bay anything.
No,
I could have got like a Tampa Bay jersey.
Yeah, but what years were you in Tampa Bay?
When they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So
that year that Gruden went over there from the Raiders. He got traded from the Raiders to Tampa, and then he ends up going up against his old team.
They won the orange sherbet Bucks anymore by that point.
Oh no, that's way back in the day. I remember those.
The Vinny Testaverde days.
The creamsicles, yeah, bro. I remember the creamsicles. That's what they were, bro. They were the orange creamsicles, bro.
That was my first game. Seeing them.
But seeing like a car that color looked pretty nice, bro. Looks pretty nice. I've seen a couple of orange cars with orange and cream on this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Look, trust me, that's one team that went to like a very big improvement from their old logo. Even though the old logo is classic, and it's classic.
Yeah, it's a 70s pirate. Yeah, with a feather.
I think some teams that like change for the worse. Like I always hated Atlanta's new logo compared to the old logo, and they went back to the old logo.
I don't like the Rams' new logo. It looks weird.
I always like that what would you say, the street divider orange?
Which one?
You know, the color they use like for the French fries, the parking French fries, that orange, that bright orange.
For what team?
The Rams, when they were blue and that bright orange, not the gold.
And I know what you're talking. Yeah, they were weird back in the day.
I like when they were that bright orange, not that gold.
I like when they were in St. Louis. Greatest show on turf.
That was the gold.
Yeah, I like that one. I didn't like.
No, I like the early Rams, the first run of LA Rams. That orange.
I've always liked the Raiders. The Raider one's always been pretty cool.
Raiders is always classic, though. They'll never get rid of that one.
Yeah, no, but I just like all the color, just that black and silver. That's pretty tight. Like I like that.
The Patriots, I'm always been like 50-50 on.
I never liked any of the Patriots. I think the 1 year
I like the original. With the Patriot, with the football.
The football?
That was awesome. I like that.
Well, I remember, only time I remember watching that when I was a kid was when the 85 Bears were fucking beating the shit out of them 55-10 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Saints improved. I mean, their original gold was the ugliest fucking gold. It was like an oranges green gold.
It was a weird color.
Goldish green. Yeah, it was like when you have fake jewelry. That's what it looked like. when you got that fake gold, the shit starts to turn green. Yeah, it was like that mid part,
It was like this. Like, wait a second, which hue color? Like, if you look at the scale on the hue line, it's like right in the middle.
Yeah, then they went to that Notre Dame gold. Oh no, actually, probably a darker gold. It was like a little darker than the Notre Dame gold, and that's the one they always stayed with.
But my squad, I can't believe they actually looks like they might pull it off. The Bears were whipping ass last time I checked, beating the shit out of Denver. I'm like, damn, it's got to be bad for Sean Payton. It's got to be so bad. He get blown out by 50 last week against Miami,
and they won this week. They came back to win.
What, they came back to win?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they came back to win.
The Bears were killing them earlier.
Yeah, they came back to win.
Oh. They did. God damn it, man. Fucking Bears, man. I thought they were going to pull it together today. Well, it looks like the fucking Colts and the Rams. There's a comeback, and that game's fucking tied now. That's what's up.
Trying to remember who else had any change of helmets. I can't remember anyone else, really. Everybody's pretty much the same.
Yeah. The Packers, the Bears, the Minnesota, the Detroit Lions, I think, is the only one. Like, they got a new logo on their thing now. It's a little different.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but the Lions, they have
their original's probably better.
I think the Browns and
the Browns, they never changed because it's just an orange helmet.
And then Pittsburgh, the Cardinals.
Same. Everybody's pretty much the same.
Seahawks is updated, but it's basically off of the same original design because that little.
There's an improvement because they went to that blue. When they went to that blue instead of the silver.
With the green.
Yeah, they were an improvement.
I like the blue, silver, and green that they had back in the day, but now the new green they have now is that, like, they even call it Seahawk green because it's like super neon bright. It's like, whoa! But I actually like that. I actually got a pair of shoes with that trim on it because I just like that neon. Green's my favorite color, bro. I love me some green. I love all kinds of colors.
And I hated green as a kid.
See, green's the greatest thing, bro. It's money, and it's medicine.
I was always a maroon, gold, and black. That was my three colors.
Black and green. Those are the two colors I always had.
I like maroon for some reason.
I crashed a maroon car one time. I was backing it up out of the driveway, and I just had it in reverse, and my foot slipped off with a brake because I was too young, and I wasn't as careful as I am now, and it slipped off and just hit the gas, and I went from 3 miles an hour to 20 miles an hour straight back into a brick wall. Like, nothing happened to the wall.
That's crazy.
The other side of it, I think, might have been like a warehouse, like for like a scrapyard.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a weird thing because it was a weird, and they had like rental tool places there, like one of those kind of weird places.
So, like an rental place.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but it was like a family owned one. It wasn't like a corporately owned one, so it was like it looked real shitty.
Let me answer this real quick. I can add this out. But yes, tell me about your ABC rental place again.
Whatever it was. Bro. Yeah, I just smashed the car, bro. Just straight reversed it out of the driveway. And I've taken the car out of the driveway at this point. I was like 16, 17, but I've been driving forever because my dad used to take me driving whenever we went like fishing or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just go in the parking lot because there wouldn't be very many cars out there, So it was like, all right. And he just telling me how to drive. And I even took driver's ed in high school, like my sophomore year, and I already had my permit and shit set up like right away because it was easy.
Shit, I didn't get my license till I was 22 years old.
Are you shitting me, bro? For real?
Yeah. I didn't go driver's ed. I didn't have no one to take me and shit.
See, that's the thing.
Now, here's the thing. I didn't say I didn't drive till I was 22. I just said I didn't have a license.
Yeah, no, I understood. I understood what you said, bro. I've been around enough lawyers to understand what that means when you say it a certain way. Like when someone asks you, "Do you smoke?" and you be like, "What do you mean?"
I was a getaway driver half the time.
Oh my god! But yeah, bro, I got lucky because even after I got my permit, going through driver's ed and shit, when I went to the DMV, because the DMV is a bitch no matter what state you live in. So I'm in Chicago, but I had like a friend of the family, basically like an aunt, and she worked there. So I got to walk in front of all these people that are standing outside, walk up to the state trooper at the front door to make sure that you're just going to the DMV, or if you have other business, like they'll direct you. And I was like, I gave him her name, and he's like, stay right here, don't move. And I'm like, no, you're good. He's like 6'5". I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm 16 years old. I'm like, you're good. You go ahead, do what you got to do, sir. And she come back in there, pull me straight to the front, getting in my driving test within 5 minutes after that. Came back from the driving test, took my picture. They was about to print the license and give it to me. They called me up, bro, and they're like, oh my God. They're like, we didn't even look at this right, but this permit technically expired yesterday.
Jeez.
So I had everything ready to go. Like they're already like about to print the damn, license out. So they're like, you have to pay $15 and you have to take the test over.
Oh no, huh?
So I took the test, but here's the thing. I took the test, but I remember shit. Like there's certain stuff that if I read it enough, it's just in my brain forever. Like I'm not gonna ever lose it. So I
Right.
go and take the test, and there was people there that were taking the test when I first got there. I took the test, finished, got a 97, got my license, and left. And there were still people there taking the test. But most of the people that I could tell that were taking the test were foreign. They were either Indian, Polish, or some sort of Spanish. It could have been Mexican, Honduran, Puerto Rican.
And they were the ones waiting, huh?
And they're the ones that were already still taking the test when I got there. And I was in and
Where
out.
were the white people at?
Oh, they were in the line. Everybody was in line.
Oh, so they were like front of the line, huh?
Well, they were the people that were there, bro. I don't know how long they were there. I was there in and out 30 minutes, even with taking a test that I've already taken once before and passed. But because of a technicality, because I came in a day late after my permit expired, but I still got it. I was like, all right, we're good. It was the easiest fucking. I was like, when people say DMV suck, I'm like, bro, I've never really had an issue with them because I've never had to go there. Everything's been online since I've ever had to upgrade stuff or just do stuff.
Walked out. This is what white privilege is like, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. I was like,
I have tasted power and I want more.
Well, my aunt was Spanish too, bro. So it wasn't like the only white person I dealt with was the cop. Everybody else was of Latino descent.
Power!
All right, I got it out for the night.
All right. Well,
I've been thinking of some other ones to like add into it, the mix. I was like, what could be some really good ones?
Yeah, some outlandish.
One of y'all slip up, I could just drop it on y'all.
Oh man, but yeah, bro, that was one of the few times where I went to the DMV and it was like the easiest thing in the world. Like getting my license, which was supposed to be the hardest one. And the guy that you could tell, like the instructor guy, didn't give a shit, bro. He's like, "How long have you been driving for?" I'm like, "Since I was 12." He's like, "All right, we're gonna come out of this parking lot. You're gonna make a left." We just went down the block, made 3 right turns, came back into the parking lot, did a parallel park real quick, pulled in real quick, and he's like, "All right, you're good to go. Go inside. I'll sign your shit. Get it the fuck out of here." Like he wasn't giving a shit about nothing, bro. I was like, "Damn, this is just like the movies. Like this ain't nothing. This is nothing like the movies actually, because the movies they saw like all kinds of shit, this and that. No, I did more practice driving on the real streets than I did on my driving
What you
test.
expecting? Some don't be a menace shit. Yeah, pull right here. I'll be right back. Come right back out. Drive, motherfucker, drive.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Bro, you got to mark this shit again.
Hello? I'll call you back. I'm in the middle of doing it now. You're lucky we recording and not live.
How long are you going for?
For an hour and a half, whatever. I'll let you know when I'm almost done.
So you think we're good for 5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna post for 5. That's fine.
All right. Y'all wasting my time now. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, goddamn. Motherfucking rude bitches. I even told him, I was like, I'm recording. I gotta do my show before yours. And God. I may keep that shit in. I may keep all that shit. See, it's the shit we go through when we're recording the show.
Oh man. But yeah, bro. Any other helmets that you thought of that were kind of because we went through a bunch of them.
No, but I thought we'd move on because there was something you asked me or want to talk about, the writer strike that.
Yeah, that they said it's over. Yeah, as a 12:01, I think it was Wednesday morning. I think is what it was, like official. Like I think I heard about it on Tuesday, but Yeah, they wanted their movies back, bro.
Yeah, no, they gave them this to shut them up. I mean, they're gonna get more money, but the problem is there's gonna be less shoes. They're gonna find ways to cut on these writers. Watch, they're playing into all these studios' hands. The actors, they're gonna hold out even, or they're gonna fuck with the actors more because they're not gonna pay these actors more when they're all these movies. I'm losing money. Then they can't do it.
And I think they're really just gonna the actors get paid what they get paid. Like those, that's a little different than what the writers do, and all the people behind the scenes and whatnot.
Yeah, they're going to pretty much give the writers the middle finger, which they should. I think they should. I mean, unless it comes to the the use of the likeness. I know that was part of some of the strikes. The AI. Look, the writers already use that shit. I no doubt in my mind with that. But like with the actors or like extras, you can't use people's likeness forever. That I agree with. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Well, remember I told you that show that I saw on Netflix that was about that, and it was coming out right before all this writer strike shit happened. I thought it was funny. Remember I told you about that show that I Hate Joan or some shit, and it was about Netflix making a show about a real person, and it was just using all their data because of all the camera and everything else that they have, tapped all their microphones, this and that. And it's like, bro, this could actually be done. And they're just using an AI person to play her instead of it actually being her. And then it was just about her. And then Selma Hayek got pissed because she was the actress that they were using as the AI to do the fuck. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, bro, it makes sense.
The writers would to make them happy. That one was the easy one to end because they don't give a shit. I mean, it's like, dude, we could have did this shit without y'all. We just need the actors. We could always bring in people who are not part of the union and have people write. Like they say, everybody's replaceable.
Yeah, but that eventually, if you go against like the writers, it's going to be a problem. Like if all that shit ends up getting cleared up and then you're a scab, just like old baseball and football players that went into play during the strike, those guys never went back to the NFL or to the MLBs. Those guys rarely ever made it back anywhere of any prominence. That's the same thing that'll happen to the writers. Even to this day, they'll still do some shit like that. They'll blackball them.
Well, they better get on their fucking A game because like I told you, bro, Hollywood's losing more money day by day. It really is. And they ain't gonna be able to pay them. YouTube creators make more money than some of these fucking movie studios.
Yeah,
because people find this shit more people find them entertaining.
Well, they always have a certain market. It's always a certain niche. It's with some of these YouTubers because some of them, like, what's that? I forget what that one was called. That one chick that just sits there and just reads off when people donate. They're like, "Oh, ice cream."
Yum. Yep. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm looking at NPCs just on YouTube. That's what this is. I'm like, kids pay money to watch this shit.
Bitch do this? Or how? I mean, maybe she ain't the crazy one. Maybe it's the motherfucker giving her the money. Or the whoever. I mean, because I've seen dudes do it too. So the people giving the money are the fucking crazy ones.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even streamers that I like. I don't even subscribe to them because I'm just like, no, they're making enough money from another. I'm watching the stream and seeing, in the comments how it's scrolling, how fast it's scrolling, and how much people are sending gifteds and sending stars and all kinds of shit, and I'm like, yeah, they're making, like, I remember one time I seen one guy, no joke, it was a Saturday morning stream, and he was sitting there and he was just streaming, and then all of a sudden this dude comes in and he donates, no joke, like 500,000 stars, which is basically 50K. Or no, it's five, or is it 50K? I think it's 50K. And it was just like, what? And then he ended up donating another 500,000 stars, then starts buying a bunch of gifted. And I think he bought like a total of like 175 gifted subs, and those are $5 a sub. And the creator on Facebook gets, I think there's different levels, but I think he was at the point where he was getting like 70%.
Well, look at the ones they call the Twitch girls.
Yep.
I mean, some of them just sit in a bikini in one of them blow up hot tubs, and motherfuckers just throw money at them. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers?
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Go watch some porn for free. You'll see a lot more.
A lot more and a lot less time, and you don't have to spend any money doing it whatsoever.
Right? Because she just calls out your fucking name. I mean, you're willing to throw his bitch $25 or send her gifts. I mean, dude, are you motherfuckers crazy? She's fucking someone else, not you.
Yeah, it's a dream. And same thing with all of them, bro. That's how OnlyFans is out there.
Dude.
And it's funny, a lot of the streamers, like there was a few female streamers that I watched because I liked them, how they played, and they played with other streamers that I like. So that's how I got introduced to them. But now all of a sudden, like one of them's not even doing streaming anymore, other than her OnlyFans. And I'm like, well, okay, no more video games. All right, cool. I was only watching you because of video games. I wasn't watching because of all this other shit. Like, that's fine if you want to do that, but I'm not paying $5.99 to go look at your ass. I'm good.
Dude, like I said, bro, I look at the people who actually like sign up for someone's OnlyFans or something like that, and I think about the person that signs up, not the person doing it. Because if you're willing to give, they'll fucking do it. But the motherfucker's actually signing up just to see some pictures or some videos. Dude, you're a desperate motherfucker. Yeah, put the same energy trying to get some body than trying to fucking just watch.
They can't, bro. They live in their house. They don't go outside. They don't know how to interact with people like a real person.
Do it on fucking okay. If you can find how to get have an OnlyFans membership, I'm sure you can find a Tinder membership.
That's
in some cases Grinder,
and that they still have to leave the house sometimes for that, or just talk to another actual human person, and that might not be a problem. That might not be easy either.
The human connection is fucking almost lost completely.
Bro, you see what's going on in Japan? You see them marrying robots and shit out there. It's fucking weird.
Well, they got bitches in the United States that marry trees, so
I don't. You can marry whatever you want, but when it starts going into like inanimate objects, that's just like that's just a little too far, bro. A little too far. You don't think? That's just me, bro. I guess.
But we can't say nothing no more because we got to worry about their fucking feelings.
Oh no, they'll get their feelings hurt and get all upset.
Like, are you fucking I can't say the R word. Are you fucking insane?
Yeah. Well, it's just how it is, bro. That's how our society is nowadays. I don't even know what to do.
Oh man! Speaking of your favorite Snow White character, bro, dude, they don't know what the hell they gonna do with this movie. Which White.
One? Yeah, no, I've heard a bunch of crazy shit, and I just don't understand what any of it means anymore. I'm like, so nobody's gonna be Snow White? We're not gonna have a movie now? We're not, or we are, or we're not, or
dude, it's like all twisted. It's crazy. They don't know what they're gonna do. They don't know if they want to just shelve it. They don't want her doing any promotion of the damn movie because of all the stupid shit she's come out and said.
What did she say?
Well, the first one's the one, that clip I played when she was like, "It's not gonna be your typical Snow White. The guy, the prince is not gonna save the princess." And
yeah, I remember
he's a stalker. Oh my god! It's like, oh my god, here we go.
Oh no, she says he's a stalker.
Then she made a comment during the strike where she was saying, I should get paid, like, don't, because if it's streaming, she was saying she should get paid
per view,
some shit like that. She's like, I gotta spend 8 hours in a dress all day, and everybody's like, dude, that is like so blind. It's like, yeah, people work like 12 hours a day in fucking rugged weather and all this shit, and you're bitching because you gotta sit in a dress all day. Dude, she is not.
Oh no, there's people that work on the set that have been there for 16 hours running fucking key grips and lighting and this and that, and fucking running around doing shit. Like, I got boys. Remember I told you I got one of my boys, he was a stagehand. Like, and that's what he did. He used to help set up for French Quarter Fest, any of the festivals. What the hell's that one around Christmas? Voodoo. Like Voodoo Fest, that was his favorite one.
I had a friend like that. He did that shit.
He used to do that all the time. He said so many times. I remember one time he told me that he allegedly had purchased some illegal pharmaceutical supplies for one said Wu-Tang Clan member, Old Dirty Bastard. Allegedly.
Well, we saw where that got Old Dirty.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or Old Dirty Chinese restaurant. I know he changed his name. Remember?
Change his name to. I just call him Old Dirty. That's all I knew his name as. That's what his mama called him.
He change his name? What did he change his name to?
He changed his name a bunch of different things, bro.
Then it's like call himself Jesus or some shit like that.
No, that's Kanye. That's Kanye. That's
I know. I remember he changed his name at the very end. But I remember in the Chappelle skit too. He changed his name to Old Dirty Chinese Restaurant. In the racial draft, you ever remember the racial draft?
I remember the racial draft. Tiger Woods getting.
Oh yeah, that was the best one. It's finally the good to have home.
Oh man!
Goodbye, fried rice. Hello, fried chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always wanted to say this. The shizzle.
Oh man. But yeah, bro, I don't know. The AI stuff has just always been weird to me. It's in telling you like the AI. Have you seen those videos that are AI generated? One I seen one the other day, a complete new Drake song that came out with Drake and one of these other little new rappers that I don't know who they are. Like I don't know they're even there. I look at them, I'm like, I don't know, they all look the same. I don't know what his name is. I couldn't tell you. If you play me one of his songs, I might recognize it because I've heard it, but I don't know what his name is. Couldn't tell you.
Damn, that was a racist comment. They all look alike to me.
All the new little rappers, they're all the same. They all got braids. They all got 1,000 tattoos everywhere.
Damn,
it's like they all got gold.
Black power.
Oh shit. Hey, hey, look, to be fair, all the rock stars in the 80s looked alike.
Oh yeah, they did.
Well, their makeup, they look like chicks too. Oh well, that'd be acceptable now.
Yeah, that they're striving before everybody else. Yeah, they all had the long hair, the glam rock, the tight pants.
It's amazing, you know. It was like groundbreaking, and then just got hijacked. It was like,
yeah, it got hijacked fast. But that's why Kiss was different because they like went full makeup.
Yeah, but Kiss wasn't trying to look like a bunch of women.
No, but they come out there and they got the platform heels that are yay high. That does send some sort of a message. That wasn't
Jesus. Look at Poison's what's that one album they did? God, the cover, they look like straight up chicks.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the album. It's like, damn.
Thought it was like a women's volleyball team.
God. Brett Michaels and who was it? Nikki Sixx? No, not Nikki Sixx. Who's the fucking drummer? Ricky Rocket on the album cover. Like, those are chicks.
Couldn't tell. Wouldn't have any idea. And they would get all the ass, all of them.
I mean, Ricky Rocket.
They all get the mascara on the eyes, and I'm like,
oh, in the 80s they did.
They put more makeup on than the women sometimes. But
the chicks were more grungy and crazy looking.
No, they had the hair.
They all had that.
That was the one thing I remember, the hair being teased up like a foot off of their fucking skull. Up in there, I'm like,
the
bitch.
Big old aqua net hair.
Oh my god! If you were to try to smoke a cigarette in a woman's bathroom back then when they were doing that, it would explode. Everybody's hair would catch on fire.
Bass player for Cinderella had the best hair of the 80s. I don't care of that glam rock hair. He had the best hair, man. I don't care. Let me see if I can find a picture.
I'll say I gotta remember what he looked like.
Of Cinderella. I can't remember his name. Eric Brighton. Let me see if I can find a picture of him in the 80s with that hair. There we go. Yeah, he had the best hair.
Let's see. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous.
Even on the album cover, it looks better on the other album cover.
That's nuts, bro. That hair is just ridiculous. Everybody had that hair, bro.
No, his was nice looking though. It nice.
It all looked ridiculous to me, all of it. I was just like, this is fucking weird. Because at the same time I'm listening to that, I'm listening to, gangster rap that's coming out. When all that shit.
Well, no, this was what? That had to be around 87. I don't
Yeah,
think.
NWA was from like 86, 85. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see. I want to see.
Trust me, I had a lot of friends in the neighborhood that were little, like the little white kids that were from the neighborhood with the mullet and the blonde flowy hair, like from mom to son to dad. They all had the same hair. It was just different shades of blonde. Like the dad was like a dirtier blonde, the mom was like a super bright blonde, and then his was like a regular blonde. That was what their family looked like, and it was just like, huh, okay. And they used to listen to Crew and Cinderella.
Oh yeah, my sister was listening to all that shit in the 80s. That's how I got into it. And we had MTV too in the house.
Yeah, we had MTV too. Yeah, but that got me to a lot of other stuff too, like Depeche Mode. I remember hearing them.
Oh yeah.
But I heard them before that because I heard them from my sister, my older sister, who used to have that playing like blasting in her room, which was next to mine, and hers was twice as big as mine. So it was like I got thin ass walls, and all I'm hearing is her fucking play, and I'm just trying to play my goddamn Sega Genesis. Just leave me alone. Just let me
Playing your Genesis. Next thing you hear is reach out, touch base.
Yeah,
circles all personal. Jesus,
that shit was great. But I like Depeche Mode because of that. I remember she even had like the concert VHS series full set. The full set, bro. She had like seven cassette tapes.
Oh, that's when they would bring out them long. Yeah, I remember those fucking like whole sets you could buy.
It was right before they came out with CDs, and they came out with the CD, or the DVDs that you could actually, watch the videos on. It was that technology. It was those VHS tapes, and it was just a big fucking book of it. It was fucking hilarious, dude. I remember it was like 4 or 5 in there at least. I don't know, man. Maybe there was more, maybe there was less, but I just remember there was being more than one. I'll tell you that. So.
While we got a second, I'm just gonna bring up, remind everybody for next week. Oh, if you're listening at something, make sure you like the video and subscribe to our channel. I know Gary will say it, but we're gonna start saying the beginning of shows too, Gary. So I just want to give you a heads up on that.
Okay, cool.
I know we've been kind of missing out on that. So
30 minutes in.
Well, yeah, but I just thought about it because actually me and Gary were talking about changes to the show this week that we want to start implementing. We're going to try to do more, I guess what would you say, just off the wall topics, like shit we wouldn't usually cover.
Yeah,
we're gonna
pretty much.
And what else? No more. I'm gonna stop ending. I know some people probably like it, the intros. It's just kind of rough, always doing a different intro every week, finding clips, but we will have them for the live shows. We're gonna have that'll be a definitely for the live shows. I will keep doing them for that, but we'll still have our picture intro with the music. We're just trying to cut some time off the show so we can have more time doing the show.
That's what's up.
Next week we got our top 5 video game list. And if y'all want to do, make sure y'all put like what system it was on too, so we kind of have an idea.
Oh yeah.
Here, and so
yeah, that's what I figured. So I figured we would say that it was like off of the NES or
well, some systems had the same games, but I mean, which system you played it on? Though I mean, some versions were different on different systems.
Especially if it was the same game. That was right. Yeah. It's not so much now. The only difference now is just knowing where buttons are. And then if you got PC, you got a whole nother issue because you got mouse and keyboard. You can bind whatever key, whatever anything you want to anything. So
Mortal Kombat for the consoles is a good example of that because on SNES you couldn't get the blood, but on Genesis you could put the code in and get the blood.
Yeah, yep, you get the blood. That's right. Yep, you can uncensor it. It was a hack out there, fellas and ladies.
And everybody used it too.
Oh my God, there's so many different codes. Like our cheat codes were basically cheat codes. We literally had pieces of paper with fucking all the cheat codes for whatever game. You circle it or draw a line underneath it. This is all the cheat codes for this. This is the cheat code for that. Like
some of them bitches would be like 25 characters long and shit. I mean, it was no fucking a couple letters and boom. No, it was like fucking a list of this one code,
Yep, it was fucking ridiculous.
You had to sit there with your fucking click, 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 click. bink, click, click, click.
Yeah, like the most common one on the regular, like the first Nintendo was like the up down down left
The
right
Konami
BA.
code.
Yeah, the BA start for like unlimited lives and like Double Dragon or some shit.
No, Contra.
Contra.
Actually, it was a couple
Contra,
Konami games you could do it with.
Yeah, Contra and Super Contra. I remember those. Those were fucking fun games. Those were so fun games. Even though they were only, 2-dimensional, you can only go left or right and up and down. But that was pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
For
that
the
was
time.
pretty. Yeah, that was pretty common for Konami games. That code. Everybody always kind of brings it back to Contra, but there was a couple games you could actually. It would do the same thing for. It was like side games like Contra, and you could use that same code for them.
That's what's
Like,
up.
I think Life Force was one. I can't remember another one.
There's so many old school games. I've forgotten names.
Konami had good games, man.
When I was looking through them and I was looking like through list of, I was like, my God, I forgot about this game. I'm like, damn, this game was lit. Hell, like I remember playing hockey. Like
I was about to, dude, you will read my mind. I was about to say one of the best games I ever played for NES was Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel was so fire,
dude,
bro.
Blades of Steel was fucking great.
And then Sega, when the Genesis came out with theirs, that one was pretty good. But I always was like, man, it's not like Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel is so.
I'd never really played a lot of high. I mean, I was from Louisiana. I mean, I knew the sport, watched it here and there, but for some reason, Blades of Steel was just fun.
It was just, I was kind of into it because growing up in Chicago, they play hockey there. Play every major sport you can think of is played in Chicago. So I got to see
we
all
had
of
no
it
culture around it here.
Yeah, exactly. I grew up in all that. Like when people say, "Are you a sports fan?" I'm like, yeah, I kind of grew up with all sports. Like that's so I tried to play hockey, but I couldn't do ice hockey. Couldn't do it. I played floor hockey, and I was a goalie.
Gary's like, he made his movie debut in the movie Airborne. And Solar Babies. Did you not catch Gary in Solar Babies? He was one of the orphan kids in the orphanage.
Sure was.
Dude,
Look for me.
A great movie, man, with the kid on roller skate in like deserts and shit. It's like,
bro, the movies were made back then were fucking weird.
It was like, okay, it's all the cast from the Lost Boys, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, Jason Patrick and your girl.
Yeah.
I can't think. Luke. I can't think of his name. He was the little kid. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I remember the little kid. Yeah, it was her little brother, old girl's little brother.
No, not in Lost Boys and Solar Babies.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of his name. He played in that movie. There was a movie when I was a kid. I think it was called The Lady in White, where this little boy sees a ghost of a little girl in a closet get killed, and the ghost like keeps haunting him since that night. And he's got to find her murder. Yeah, it's a good movie. You know him if you've seen him. If he was a kid in the 80s. He was in Mars Attacks. As he got older, he was the kid with the big ears, driving a truck with
I kind of
Jack Black with his brother.
Yeah,
he lived in a trailer with his family.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, that
was a good movie. It was pretty good for its time. Lady in White. I think that's what it was called, though. If you look up him, I mean, you can find who he is.
Yeah, Google it, everybody. Google that shit. GTS.
Yeah. Kid with big ears in the 80s. He was in a lot of movies.
It'll show us. It'll be like, oh, look, that's it.
Yep.
Oh man, but yeah,
bro. Macaulay Culkin before Macaulay.
But yeah, Blades of Steel was fun, bro. That was a fun game.
Yeah, like I said, just make sure, even if it's arcade, just put arcade, because I mean, there was games that never made consoles that were in arcades for you.
Well, they could never capture what was in the arcade. Like, yeah, there's just certain games that were always my favorite that I would only rather play it in the arcade. Like, it took me a while just to get used to like Tekken when it wasn't from the arcade, and I had to play. I actually had a console that could play that game.
I think Tron. I don't think Tron made it. It may have. It may. I don't. But it had to be on one of the lesser named systems. If it did,
it was like a GameCube or some shit.
No. Tron would have been like Commodore 64 or like Intellivision, something like that around that era.
Oh my god,
like early 80s.
Yeah, Intellivision. Holy shit, I remember one of those. ColecoVision, remember that one? That was another one too.
Or ColecoVision. It would have been on one of those. It wouldn't have made.
It makes more sense because I had a Coleco back in the day, and everybody's like, "What the hell's that?" I'm like, "Yeah, just look it up." I was like, "It's really old console. It was, like 8-bit, It wasn't 4K. These video games are playing now.
Fuck, think of the Commodore 64, dude. With the what was that? The shit. What they the I used to call them floppies because they were floppy. I know people used to call the old, the like
the big ones, the big ones,
small ones. They call them floppies because they were floppy on the inside of the disc.
Yeah,
I used to call the big square ones floppy disks.
Yeah, those were the big 8.5 ones, 8.1 inch ones. Yeah, those were huge. Those were floppy disks. No, you fucking you're basically running a computer program.
Even kids who grew up in the 90s don't even know what the fuck it was. I mean, like young kids that were messing with like the computers. By the time we were like maybe young adults that dealt with those, dude, those talking about a loading fucking time with these fucking big ass discs.
Big ass floppy disk. And then the little hard floppies were the 3.5 inch ones.
Put the disc in, take it out, got to put the other one in, close the little slot.
Yeah. It was fucking weird.
Watch Weird Science. Yeah, exactly. Weird Science. They win Weird Science today.
You got to rip that shit out fast.
That's what made those Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
One of them games. Started on one of them.
You'd always die of dysentery. It didn't matter.
But yeah, we'll get more into our video game love back then next week. I mean, shit. Like I said, I could tell you, I started out with the 2600, the Atari.
Yeah, I had a ColecoVision.
That one stick.
Yeah, I had a ColecoVision. Mine was like basically a mouse.
I remember the ColecoVision. I just didn't remember the setup.
It was basically a little miniature computer. That's all it was. It
was someone's like the Commodore. Or no, Commodore was pretty big.
Oh,
Commodore. They had that big ass keyboard, and you got the disk drive, and it's when you hooked your computer up to your TV.
Yeah, no, this one was just a small little, green, like that digital green color with the black background. That's all it was, and it was, that was it. But it did have a keyboard. Had a little bit. It was all just smaller. It was just weird. It was like, this is fucking awesome. And like the mouse was more like a mouse that had a clicker on it, like almost like an old school TV clicker. So you can turn it to the left or right and it would like change stuff and it would actually move you. It was fucking weird. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Crazy. Yeah, bro, we're old. We're old as fuck, bro. We're so fucking old. Oh my God. We're so old. But yeah, bro. So AI, helmets.
Anything else would you like to get? I mean, it's nothing really this week it was a slow week, really.
It has been. It's just sports is all there is right now, bro. There's just
the new Robin Hood show dropped.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
hear about it. I got it up for you, bro.
I'm waiting for Loki season 2. I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Watch
Robin. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Jesus God. Oh man. God, is this it? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, they just don't give up. I hope I don't get copyright for this.
Just mute it.
Actually, I'll speed it up.
There you go. 1.5, 1.8.
Let's see. Playback speed. We'll go just a little bit above normal. Okay. Share screen. Yeah, dude. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We don't do the flashy, gotta how we live.
You're not in shit, Kapar.
What?
Masked robbers who rap about their crimes. It's just sexy.
What's your plan?
Stay out of Sherwood!
This was a terrible idea.
What's the point in fighting if you know you can't win? Because some fights have to be fought.
Time's up, Sherwood! I want the criminals known as the Hood.
You wanted me? Here I am. We can stop them. Take back what's ours. And give what we steal to our people. Whoever these people are, I'd say they just declared war.
Oh my god. You stupid ass. Oh my god. Bro, they could have done such a better. Like, I get the idea that they're going with, but that's a horrible. It's so cheesy with the mask and the.
It kind of reminds me of a WB show that's going to fail. Like, yeah, it's like when they did Batgirl. It was like, yeah, it's going to fail.
Yeah, like, this isn't going to work out. Yeah, they could have done, like, I get it from that angle, doing that way.
Oh, Batwoman. I'm sorry, it was Batwoman.
That angle, but I don't like how they did it. Like, I can understand, like, it being, kids from the neighborhood, from the hood. Stupid ass shit, bro.
It's like they just tried to use everything they could find in the Robin Hood and just make it so, like, stereotypical as possible. Who is it?
What?
Not John.
Yeah, Little John.
I can't think Little John. I think Little John's a chick now. She's a lawyer, lesbian. Of course.
Well, yeah, okay, whatever. Sure. That doesn't mean anything. But Little John was a guy. They should have just got Little John.
Not this Little John, apparently. Yeah, it's like, why was this necessary?
It looks like a CW show. You know what it almost looks like? It almost looks like if somebody was spoofing a CW show.
Right? It just
that's what it looks like. It looks like it's a skit on SNL or some shit where it's got really high production, but the storyline and everything is just like no, this is not.
Look, I know they've
I don't agree. Pilot? Did they have a pilot yet? Did they have at least a pilot episode?
Oh yeah, I think so. I ain't watching that shit. I think I get them trying to redo a Robin Hood story, but when it don't, I don't care like who's in it. If it don't set for that time period, it's not gonna work. It just the shit with Robin Hood would never fly the way it would now. I mean,
it would be different. It wouldn't be what they were doing. Like, I'm thinking, if you're gonna do a Robin Hood like that, it'd be more like digital. They're doing it. They're on the internet and they're hacking into people's fucking things and stealing information and data and giving that back to their community and taking everybody's fucking crypto wallet or this or that. That makes more sense to me than what that show was for this time period. Like, if they made the movie Hackers again right now, you remember that movie from back in the day, right? Hackers.
Oh, one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Yeah, wasn't he married to Angelina Jolie?
They were together around that time.
Yeah.
They weren't married.
They weren't married? Okay. Was it Zero Cool?
Yeah.
But what was his original first name?
Zero Cool.
Was it Zero Cool, the first one?
Yeah, he was Crash Override.
Crash Override, yeah, that's what it was.
And she was Acid Burn.
Yep, Acid. I'll remember her fucking screen. Actually, when she would hack you, and it would give her a logo.
Joey.
Smoking so many cigarettes, bro.
Lucille!
Motherfucker smokes so many goddamn cigarettes all the time.
I don't have a problem drinking a coffee.
I'm fine. Everything's good. Spraying every time his mom comes into the room. He's trying to smoke out the window.
And then you had your boy, serial killer.
Whoa! Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, greatest yaks.
I like
got some Mama Cass, some Hendrix, some Joplin. All artists who are fixated on their own vomit.
I know. So
then you had your boy, Lord Nikon.
Yeah.
The black dude.
With the dreads.
I always remember him from The Crow. He was 10-10.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but that's like,
a good movie. I did like it though.
Imagine if they remade, like, that's a movie that if it was remade done correctly and like almost, and not even exactly like The Matrix is, but kind of that era of like, hey, like we have digital technology.
They couldn't go, Gary. They actually, even they had computers, but they left their houses and went out to raves and all that shit. No one. The kids don't leave their houses. Oh, they were
rollerblading. Remember they were rollerblading. They switched and they switched all the lights because they broke into the traffic system, and they had all the lights, green lights for him.
Oh, that was a dude. That soundtrack. Me and a close friend of mine, we used to lock ourselves in his room and just get high for like 2 days straight playing that shit. Oh, back to back to back to back.
That's
and a razor rum. Your boy's playing Wipeout on the big screen.
Oh my god!
Hey, I love that movie. But yeah, man, it really has been a slow. Hey, next week, I know people don't probably give a shit here, but or who's listening? It's not for me. And we're gonna have some nice weather come next Saturday, like real nice weather.
Is it?
At night, it's going to get down to the 60s.
That's not too bad. I can deal with the 60s, bro.
We're dropping little by little now, so that's what's cool.
Well, the last couple of weeks, the mornings have been nice. Like I wake up and I'm like, this is pleasant.
Midday gets hot, but it
midday still gets hot. Yeah, it still gets up to 90, or it still feels like it's 90, but
it's not like what we were going through. Not by a mile.
No.
I actually put the little TV outside yesterday and watched that pathetic display of a defense called LSU. And
I don't want to talk about them either, bro. I don't like having LSU and the Saints both lose.
Did Tulane lose too, or did they win?
I think they might have been the only one.
Jesus Christ! When Tulane's the only team winning, you know something's fucking wrong.
Hey, you know what? Tulane's actually made a pretty good move in the last couple of years, bro. Like let's not doubt them. They've actually gone to a couple of good bowl games because of how good they were. So let's not shit on Tulane.
Oh no, I'm just saying. But when Tulane's doing better than the Saints and LSU, something's fucking wrong. Houston, we have a motherfucking problem.
Yeah, no, it's fucking ridiculous.
And LSU gave up 700 yards yesterday in offense. That's a fucking absurd.
Our defenses on down here for some reason are sometimes good and then sometimes just super sus. And this weekend was super sus for all of our squads.
Chip Kelly's trying to change the culture of football at LSU. Or Brian Kelly. It's not going to work. That Pac-10 shit's not going to work in the SEC at all.
He's not from the Pac-10. He's from
it's Big 12.
No, he's from Notre Dame. He's from an independent. He's more of the ACC than he is anything else. That's who Notre Dame's schedule is against. It's against the ACC mostly.
Yeah,
other than the couple of games they got against USC and Stanford, which are just considered rivalry games. That's just because they're all religious schools.
Fucking pathetic yesterday.
Everybody was pathetic yesterday. We gave up that fucking touchdown. I watched that. I was like, this is bullshit. I took off the Saints game once fucking James came in there and threw a pick.
Why did they take Carr out? Why couldn't he just take his fucking lumps?
Because he already took his lumps. That last fumble. That last fumble.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Dude, I'd love to be listening to Bobby Hebert right now. He must be losing his shit. I mean, I don't want to hear anyone to keep fucking sticking up for Carr. I mean, the dude's had one touchdown. Was that the first game of the season? And he hasn't had shit since. So I don't want to hear this fucking Carr bandwagon shit.
And we just got Kamara back today. He played okay, but
I mean, then again, they wasn't using him right. I mean, they should have kept feeding him the ball. He gets stronger in the game, and dude, that play calling was fucking pathetic.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. What are we gonna do? There's not much we can do about that. So it is what it is. We're just gonna have to move on to next week. That's it, bro. Just move on.
That's like I like in Remember the Titans. Denzel just says, "I'll run 4 plays." He's like, "It's like Novocaine. You keep doing it, it'll eventually kick in."
Oh man, bro, that's what's up. But yeah, bro, there wasn't really much else going on this week, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
like we got
more
stuff
of an announcement show, you know?
Yeah,
I guess we can make some more, huh? If you want me to.
What other announcement you want to make?
October. Well, next week we already said we'll have our video game countdown, top 5 video games on any system. Then the week after that, we're getting a return after a year of not being on the show, Mr. Kevin Castle.
That's what's up.
It's going to make his appearance back. That we'll record that on a Sunday. I'll try to get it out ASAP. Then after that, then I think we're going to have another special guest. I want to confirm it. It's a YouTuber. I mean, she's pretty known. But I'm not gonna say her name until I make sure it's confirmed. She says she's available. I just want to get the yes. You gotta always get the yes.
Yep.
So I
Gotta get multiple yeses sometimes.
If I hear from her this week and she said, yeah, that is perfect, I'll go ahead and announce her. And then after that, we have our big Halloween live bash, our live Halloween bash.
Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Costumes are a must.
Yep.
We will be in costume for you good people. And I don't know, I'll talk to Gary. Maybe we'll bring some people on that want to come on. But if you come on, you got to be in costume.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we put them on, they gotta have to be dressed up. And not no bullshit dress up like I just have an eye patch on and I'm a pirate now. No, you're not. You could just be Steve. They got his fucking eye poked out.
You're like the asshole that pumps the gas station.
You look like fucking nobody. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh man. But yeah, bro, that's there's really not much else to really go. The writer's strike was the biggest thing. Well, I guess there is one little bit more drama in real life that's going on right now. Not as much drama as more as possible love in the air with the whole Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift fucking thing.
God.
That fucking thing is throwing me off.
Bro. I don't care. She's just fucking getting it ready for her next hit song. I mean, who gives a shit about these two people?
A lot of people, apparently, bro. It's all over the place.
Dude, what the fuck is Kelce or Taylor Swift ever going to do for me? Nothing. So why should I give a shit about their relationship? Why would you want your personal life all in the public eye anyway?
Oh, that was one thing that I heard that he said just earlier this week, where he was talking about how he's like, man, it's one thing to be a kind of private person, but also have like a public life. It's a different story when you're dating when you're dating or supposedly dating, somebody like her, where it's like, holy shit, your mentions go up way higher, and there's a lot more people looking into shit and this and that. People, like, they talk about how people are learning about football because of the whole Taylor Swift Travis. I'm like, are you shitting me, bro? I don't want people learning football. No, I don't need. Well, why do they call it that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's about the only other thing that's been out.
Actually, I'm gonna bring this up. I know we don't talk about politics, but this has got to be a what the fuck moment, though. Did you see the senator pull the fire alarm so he could stop the vote?
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, dude.
I heard something about that, but I was like, it was in passing. I was listening to the radio. One of the few times I was listening to the radio.
He literally pulled the fire alarm to stop the Republicans from voting. And this motherfucker's trying to say, I thought the door was locked. I thought I could get the door open by pulling the fire. We've been knowing this shit since grammar school. And this dude, he may be in serious fucking trouble. And the Democrats are trying to like, yeah, he. It's like, dude, you can't defend this shit, bro. You can't defend that shit at all.
The only defense
y'all made a big deal about fucking January 6th. You cannot make that's not a joke. Like they say, you can't yell out bomb on an airplane. Well, you can't pull a fucking fire alarm because you don't want them to vote during Congress.
That's pretty funny, bro. You try to compare that to January 6th.
No, but I'm saying no. I was not comparing it. I was saying you can't compare severity because what if they started to panic and started rushing out the building? You could cause a panic by doing that. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but nobody died. January 6th, people actually died, bro. Like there was a couple of security officers that died, lost their life. So not the same. Like, but I get it. I understand. I still don't understand how he did it. Like, yeah, he should be in trouble. He should be in a whole shit ton of trouble. Like, you pull a fire alarm.
You can't. Like I said,
pull a fire alarm at a school. It's get in trouble.
Yeah, it's the same thing as yelling bomb on an airplane or yelling fire in a movie theater. You can't.
Inciting a riot.
and that's what's fucked up, bro. Because
I can't believe this motherfucker pulled a fire alarm. Talking about.
It's like, dude,
the door was locked. I thought I couldn't. If I just pulled this button, I figured that would open the door.
Wait. A Republican congressman posted a video on Twitter. He's like, this is a fire alarm. And he's like, he lifts the plastic part up. You got to do this. Then you pull. Then it's like, dude, no. It's just like, oh, my God. This is what our government has come to, where they fucking causing fake alarms, to stop a vote. What if
Bro.
what's next? Calling in a bomb threat? I mean, what the fuck?
They could trace those phone calls a lot easier unless you're smart enough to bounce your signal
This
off.
motherfucker did it in the building of Congress.
I know.
You actually probably have a better chance getting away with it with a fucking burner phone than you would and he's on camera doing it, dude. Literally red-handed, busted. And this motherfucker say, I was trying to get the door open.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, bro. There's no excuses for that, bro. That's some coward ass shit.
I think they're gonna try to expel him. I mean, dude, I can't say you can't. I mean, what the fuck? You can't do that shit.
Yeah, he might no longer be a politician anymore. He might have to go back to whatever the family business was, real estate, or who knows. He might just have somebody that was a lobbyist for him, give him a job somewhere.
Look, I said this, but you know how I feel about it, dude. The way you look at it right now, no matter what side you're on, it's getting ugly. It's really getting really fucking more ugly than I've seen it my whole fucking life. I mean,
and the other thing is too is that we're broadcasting more of it. That's the other thing. Like the way that the media works and social media in general, with the information that we get and how quickly we can get it, like it's ridiculous. So things that were always the way they were just aren't. They always still are the way they were, but now there's just more technology to be able to see and react to whatever the things is that were already being done, but just now they're more into the light because we have more ways to look and see and watch it, and people to report on it, and people to then comment about it. Then they forward that comment, and then that's all it is.
The behavior of these politicians now too. I mean, it's more extreme than
I don't think it's even more extreme. It's just because it's all about money, bro. It's just more money now. That's all it is. More money now.
The funny thing is too, you can see like how I don't know. It's not that I'm older. It's just that they don't hold anything back, and they don't even try to cover up their bullshit anymore. It's just like, yeah.
No, there was somebody that was very powerful before him that was not to be shamed. That didn't matter what they said or did about him, and he didn't care. So it gave more power to everybody else who followed along that path. It's like, oh, you can't shame me. I can say what I want. Fake news. So, and that's the other thing too. It's hard to trust any kind of news outlet because
that's true. I
too
listen
far
to more
on
YouTubers than I do any news outlet.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more independent people that I'm paying attention to more than I am somebody that leans too far one way or the other. And I agree with some stuff from one far side, and then I agree some stuff from the other far side. But those two people will never meet in the middle. Like, and I can see what they mean by this, and I can see what they mean by this, but
even in the parties, you can see where the divide is. I mean, it's not just even on Republican or Democrats, even within the parties themselves.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's how it's supposed. That's how, man. It is what it is, bro. It's the best shit we got set up. This is, unfortunately, it's gone corrupt and whatnot for too long, and to restart it now would be devastating.
It's not even you have to restarting. Vote for your own interests. I mean,
yeah, but the powerful are still the powerful until they die. Until they die, they're still the powerful. Then even
the problem is people vote in people that have never really ever fucking worked or been in the private sector their whole lives. That's the problem. You always like, okay, look, I'm not gonna say what side I support, but like a Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi never knew what the fuck a hard day's work was in her life. You know what I'm saying? She's been rich. Her family was in government before she was ever in government. So she's been sucking off the government ever since she was a kid. So it's people like that people that get voted in. You're not voting for your own interest because these people aren't in for your interest.
Yeah, but those are also the same people that have, known the families of those other people for, generations.
Like the Kennedys are the same fucking thing.
Oh, there's so many families that are like that are just, it's literally been generations, that have been running this country, bro. It doesn't matter what they look like. They all look the same. They're all about the money, bro. That's it. That's all they're worried about.
And that's
money,
the people, the people that don't get voted in are the people that used to be the working class and all that shit. That's the people that don't get voted in. And that's the crazy part. It's always the people that's always had the power, or their families had the power. And
hey, bro, you hire an electrician to work on electrical work, right?
No, I just get a bum off the street. It's a lot cheaper.
I
do it like the elites do, bro. I go to Home Depot. I do it like they do it.
Who speaks English and who knows electrical work? Let's go.
I need one.
Maybe two.
I need one of y'all to change out a light bulb for me. Can you do that?
Oh man, bro. But yeah, bro, that's this week's been. Now it's just sad now because my team's all lost, and then my Cubs lost the fucking playoff spot. I'm so pissed. They were making it to the playoffs this whole last week, and then all of a sudden, like a week, like the beginning of the week, they went to shit, and the Marlins caught up, and the Marlins now are in the fucking playoffs. I'm so mad.
Wait, who they played? I kind of missed it. The Cubs, you said?
Yeah, the Cubs. They missed the wild card. They were supposed to. They had the third spot locked up for the last like 2 weeks, and then this week they just fucking shit the bed, and they fucking lost it, and I'm just mad.
Look, you got your World Series. Leave it alone.
No, bro, it's
like the Saints fans. We got to see our Super Bowl. Hey, enjoy it.
Yeah, no, it's not the same, bro. There were so many years of not having anything.
But think about it. There was Cub fans and Saints fans that never got to see it. We finally got to see it.
Yeah, I don't
you
care.
know. I mean, well, there were Cub fans that saw it. They were just not around anymore.
Their grandkids saw it, that's for sure.
Oh, their great grandkids. When was that? When was that title? It was like 1917 or something like that.
It was like it was 108 years, bro. It was fucking like a long time ago.
They had the longest drought, huh?
Yeah. Well, it was them and the Red Sox.
Well, they had the curse of the Bambino.
Yeah, the curse of the Bambino. So it was like them and the Red Sox for as far as years, for a while, and then of course Boston went crazy in the early 2000s, and then the Cubs, were close in the early 2000s, but nope, not quite.
The Saints were within the 40 year. I think they made 40 years. No, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, no, I think they were in 40-year territory.
I know. And then my Bears got to it. That was the first one that, Peyton won. Peyton Manning.
But y'all won it with Dicko.
Yeah, that was a kid though.
Yeah, but hey, I'd much rather that team win it than the team with who was Rex Grossman?
Oh God! Look, bro, that team was defense, and Devin Hester, the best return man ever. Okay, that's who that was. That's what that
I couldn't even tell you who your running back was.
I don't know either, bro. All I know is Devin Hester.
That's about it.
And the defense. Okay, Devin Hester, defense. Nobody kicked it to the ball to him because every time they did, it was almost certain that he was going to run it back. He did the same thing in Miami, and I watched him grow up in Miami. So, that boy was like, he's a cornerback, but no, he's a punt returner and a kickoff returner. He's a kickoff return specialist. Let's put it that way. That motherfucker get the ball, and it was like, oh.
The first play in man never have 100 speed. Dude, I'll never forget. We had it on TV one day at the store, and they were talking about that, how in the ESPN or in man he was going to be 100 speed. And some dudes in the store, and you can tell he was one of the basement guys, beard, glasses, big, some Sonic shirt on. I don't know. Me and Easy's in the store, right? And
Sonic shirt, that was perfect.
And he's like, he's looking at the TV, and me and Easy are just kind of looking up at it. I'm like, I don't care. It's no big deal. And this dude straight up looked at me and goes, well, it's a big deal to me. I'm like, all because some fake character on a video game speed is going to be 100. It's that important to you, motherfucker. Just go into the editing part and put everybody's at 100. If it's that fucking important. I mean, it's like, dude, really? You took it that fucking seriously?
Bro, people get weird in video games, man. Like, we'll talk about that more next week too. But yeah, but that was just one. That was my favorite. So it's like, yeah, this weekend just sucked. I was hoping to see the Cubbies go to at least make a playoff push. At least go on the wild card, something. But that's not even going to happen now. So I don't care about anything today. Just going to go eat some food and go smoke some weed.
Right. Yeah, this was just a show. We
would have had better energy if the Saints won and LSU didn't shit the bed yesterday either. So,
and this is a start. I mean, like I told you, we're gonna start changing things around after we get through this month. Everything's gonna change.
Yep.
We're gonna have more guests, more prizes, and
we have prizes.
not
Where
yet.
the fuck the prizes? I'll give you a signed autograph can of my Sprite that I drank. Still got my DNA right here on the top.
And I'll give you all the hair in my brush.
Somebody's gonna make a fucking spell and do some fucked up shit to us, bro.
God, I hope so, Jesus, because the way my luck is my whole life, it may actually do the opposite for me.
No.
So anybody who does voodoo, yes, you may put a hex on me.
No, don't do that. Don't ask for that. What's wrong with you? Never ask for no bad mojo. Never.
Why? I want it because it'll probably work for me the opposite.
No, it's not how that works.
Shit, you never lived my life, apparently.
Okay. Well, I haven't lived your life. You're right, but I still believe in not asking for bad mojo, bro.
I'm the type of motherfucker that would hit the Powerball and I'd be like, yeah, and something would happen to the ticket.
It's in the washing machine.
Yeah, that would be me, dude.
It's in the pocket. It's all.
You know, the dog would eat it. You know, I don't even own a dog.
One of the cats.
Yeah, that's for how my luck would be. Dude, yeah, right. That bitch would be guarded and protected until that ticket made it to the where it had to go.
That's crazy, bro.
Shit.
Those stories that you hear about those people all the time, man, it sucks. They always fucking end up broke.
Because they're not smart.
No, it's like 80% of them too. It's like it's a high percentage. It's like such a high percentage that you don't hear about the people that did do good, and you just don't hear about them anymore. You know why? Because they stayed nice and quiet in their same fucking place they was at, and was like, maybe I'll have a nicer car. Maybe I can go on more trips.
But the problem is they go buy more than they actually ever needed, so they could say they have it. And you know, when they don't ever take the property tax and everything that in consideration. Like I've already said, if I ever hit something big, I'm going to buy me a house, but it's not going to be something fucking crazy, you know. And,
next thing you know, I'm going to be pulling up to your house in the Garden District, right there on St. Charles.
I said no, I wouldn't buy a house. I'm moving to the woods and probably build a house. See, that'd be it right there. Buy some property, build what you need, not what you don't need.
Yeah, see, I couldn't live in the woods, bro.
I could.
No, I could not. I'm a city.
If I had all utilities, I could. I mean,
even if I had all utilities, I'd have to have like cable. But the thing is the food. Like that's just so much cooking that I'd be having to do all the time. You know, going to get supplies, going back into town to get supplies, boss. That doesn't seem like a fun time. No Oregon Trail here, bro. I'm good. I don't need to do all that no more. I'm not chopping fucking wood. Not doing it.
Oh Lord.
I'm not living out in this fucking sticks.
Oh, bro, I could, dude. If I didn't have to work for the rest of my fucking life, I fucking would. I'd live in the woods, and if I had like I'd build me like a 4 or 5 bedroom house, flat. Make sure it's. Oh, I could. Depends. Everything's gonna be based on what's gonna cost me after for the rest of my life. The property, you know, and shit like that is pretty cheap, especially if you move northern, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get to like non-populated area, land's cheaper.
No, I know.
You know, so that's how I would do it. I would buy me a couple, like maybe 2 cars, pay them out, pay years of insurance off, and you never have to worry about that shit for years. And then I'm not gonna go buy a $1 million car. I don't give a fuck. I'll buy me a fucking Corolla. And especially in my position now in my life, I'll take a fucking Volkswagen, you know.
You're so stupid, bro.
But no, I'm just saying though, bro. Some people just want to live beyond their means when they win that money.
I'm just gonna get me a Corolla, bitch. That's it.
Right? If it gets me where I gotta go. Honestly, me, I would probably buy a truck, but it's not like I wouldn't want a big pickup truck. I'd want one of them, like, you know, the Marty McFly trucks. You know, shit like that.
Truck?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I'd have me a big ass truck.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd be like, that's gas. Why the fuck? I mean, why do I want to burn all that fucking gas?
Oh no, there's kinds of trucks now that are hybrid engines and they're EVs, and it's like, no, they're fine. You're good. The engine shuts off when you're at a stop sign, and it turns back on. You only use half your cylinders when you're driving. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, bro.
Well, you want the news now or later?
What?
The way it looks, I'm gonna give Mr. MaximusG420 his first defeat this year in fantasy football.
Oh, I'm not. You're looking at it, bro. Don't look at that.
Why not? I'm winning.
Oh, you're winning now. You weren't winning a little while ago. That's why.
Dude, McCaffrey's already given me 27.
This motherfucker here, bro.
And Herbert decided to show up. The A-Bear, where fucking decided to show up this week already.
Yeah,
with 22.
Jesus Christ. Who do I got left? Oh, Kittle. This is ridiculous. I still got some guys. Tonight. Pacheco, Butler. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but I still got my defense, Waller, and
I don't think Waller's gonna do shit on Monday night.
And McAfee and both Herbert, they're still only in the second quarter.
Yeah, no, they're gonna pull them soon. Don't worry about it.
They ain't pulling shit.
They get your little points and then they'll stop. And it'll be fine.
I told you, bro. I'm coming back. But now I got to come out. Then I got Jonathan Taylor coming back next week.
I'm good. All right, bro. Let's go shout people out. You made me upset now. Ridiculous.
I'm sorry, bro.
I wasn't gonna look until afterwards, so I couldn't even look at your face. When I gotta look at your stupid face.
Well, we'll meet again.
Whatever.
We'll meet again sometime this year. Maybe a third time in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I am the champion.
Oh my God. This is what I was afraid of.
I take in my loss.
You stupid ass, bro. You're so dumb.
But hey, look. Okay, wait, hold on. You know me, bro. You've been knowing me a long time. I'm humble. I have not started off good this year at all. Actually, I didn't think I was going to pull this game out with you. I'm like, oh shit, because Higgins went down. Kamara didn't fucking do all that. So I wasn't really thinking I was going to pull this out. I mean,
no, I'm always afraid of Christian McCaffrey.
So
Justin Herbert, I'm like, I don't know. He's up and down too. He's like Joe Burrow to me.
It's been a crazy year in fantasy football, dude. I'm sorry. Everybody, like all the people you think were going to do good, they're not doing fucking great.
Bro, I had Mike Williams, and he did so good for me because of Justin Herbert. And then guess what? Now Mike Williams is gone. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is awesome. My team that was really good is falling apart now.
Well, that's like Atlanta, dude. Drake London finally decided to fucking show up finally.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you watch any of that?
No.
Did you watch any
No, I watched some of the Toy Story thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you watched some of the. I watched some of the videos on Instagram and stuff. It was funny.
Yeah, I have Disney Plus because Brandy has Verizon, so we get Disney Plus for free. So yeah, I watched like the first quarter. It was pretty cool. You could tell it needs work, but it was pretty innovative. You know,
I like
they were gonna play for play.
Yeah, no, when they were doing it on the play, it was so funny. There's when Bijan shook old boy for the Jags, that was funny.
Yeah, they have to work on it. You could see like some of the bugs, like the ball would come out to player's hands. Like if they supposedly caught it, it would just see it would be like touchdown. The ball was just fell when it got to him. So yeah, they got some things they had to work on, but it was pretty cool for being live with the game. I mean, it's like
that's hard to do, bro. That shit is not easy. But yeah, that was funny. That was pretty cool little thing that I like. I was like, oh look, the NFL's trying to start them off younger. Even younger than they already do.
Oh, you're gonna see if that was popular, if it did good, you're gonna see more of them.
Well, they've done the simulcast before where they've had it the slime and shit on Nickelodeons.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No, this was cool. I mean, because you were actually watching the game.
Yep, I know it was pretty. The claw was the spotter of the ball. That was funny. I was like the claw.
The dog was the
yard marker.
Slinky.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
And they even had toy. Who was it? Booger McFarlane and your boy. They were their own toys. That was cool. They were doing the broadcast for it. That was pretty cool.
They made old boy's head so big though in the broadcast. Though, boy, that shit was funny to me. I was like, why are they doing Louis Riddick like this, bro? Like they making Louis Riddick like
hey, one of my favorite things back in the day for Super Bowl was the Bud Bowl.
Budweiser versus Bud Light.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Bud Dry came out as like the quarterback for Bud Light, I think it was.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, bro. That was the coolest. That was one of the coolest gimmicks Super Bowl. That was, and it was a Super Bowl specific one where it was like they would give you like updates throughout the weeks before the Super Bowl, but you didn't know what happened until the game. You had to watch those commercials during the Super Bowl to find out what was going on. And it was
In
like,
my album, I still have, I think it was Bud Bowl 3. I'd have to look. It was the little ticket thing you got from like a Shell station, and you would wait to like the last commercial, and then you found out you could peel the card to see what the score was and if yours matched.
yep.
I still have it.
Oh, really? Shit. I remember hearing about those, but
Yeah.
I wasn't getting one, and my parents
Next
weren't
week,
grabbing it.
remind me. I'll get out the album and I'll just show it up to the screen. Yeah, I
That's
still
funny,
have
bro.
it.
That's
It's one of the
fucking
things I've always kept.
That's fucking funny, bro. That's fucking so great.
But let me do some shout outs now, so I know you're ready to get on out of here.
Yeah.
Mo Dirk City Podcast. That's what the fuck it is, right? Yeah, the Mo Dirk City Podcast, I guess. Yeah, fantastic. Nah, that's our boy Dirk and Mojo.
We love you, Dirk and Mojo. He butchers your guys' names all the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, our friend Dirk will be here next week. No, we love them, big supporters and family.
Yep,
Then
go
we
check 'em out.
got, of course, Spitball Media. That's with B Show, Brian, John Draper, and Shaheen. And we got Wrestling Soup, Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and our friend and co-host in a couple of weeks, Mr. Kevin Castle. And of course, our friend Chris Matthews, and you know the rest of you guys, Jeff Littman, Joe Punches. Who else? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, drop us a line. If you hear the video, leave a comment. Say who you are. We'll shout you out.
Yep, that's what's
No
up.
shame. That's what we do here.
Yep. Remember, everybody, like and subscribe. You know, on the YouTube page. Download, subscribe, rate, review anywhere else you hear us on a podcast. You know, it's free. You don't even got to listen. I tell you guys this all the time. You don't even got to listen. You can listen at 2x speed. We're probably even crazier sounding at 2x speed, or like 1.8.
Just like us and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, that's it. Right? It doesn't cost you anything.
We're like real politicians. All we want is your fucking vote.
It's just two little things with your thumb, bro. With your thumb or your index finger, whichever one you use. I don't know which you use.
Yeah.
But don't forget, tell your mom and them too, bro.
Yeah, we kiss babies and everything else. We want your vote. Yeah.
I'm not kissing a baby.
You don't like babies.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't like babies. Fuck the babies. Then I saw a baby selling drugs on the side of the street at 3:00 in the morning. What you doing out there, baby?
We know who the pro-choice one is here. Nah, I'm messing with that.
Oh man,
that was just an open shot. It was funny.
Oh, you're good, bro. Oh man. All right, y'all.
All right, guys, and we'll see y'all next week for our big video game episode.
Yep, that's what's up.
All right, guys, see y'all later.
Later, y'all.